So American Indian women and children, all natives of Turtle Island, women and children, and your males. But I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything under the sun. I'm just saying I don't know what else to do. Uh, I didn't know the third world was right under my feet all this time, and I don't know if they're posting videos that remind me or not. But I like an idiot. I've stopped and like reminded them. Yeah, what I've noticed about the American is or Canadian, they can talk about everything under the sun, but y'all. And no matter how wrong the Aztecs and Mayans were, and they were obviously colonizers, I mean, you don't pull, you don't like pull hearts out of children and people and toss them, toss them off the pyramid, which that's colonization. Sorry, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying is, regardless of what y'all did, war and all this stuff, like they don't get it. Like in Canada, you're left to take out to the cold, just freeze to death. I don't know if that's still going on. Yeah, they just take Indians out in the cold, natives, Turtle Island, yeah, or to Alaska, Americans, yeah, if you know, yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, just let them freeze to death, just let them freeze to death, I don't know if I certainly hope that's not still continuing, and you get idiots that, like, I don't know if they read their comments or not, but like, I just reminded you yesterday of the simplicity of what it is, and you're start talking about isms and left, right, which we all know is every conscious being, every living soul, divine being, whatever, knows it's the same coin. We've known that. How many decades we're going to know this? And still playing dumb about everything. Like, you don't have to respond. Still trying to play. Still causing arbitrary division. Nope, solving nothing. But what I'm saying is, I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't want to, I can't associate with them because thing is, like, I tried to help third worlds in Africa because I didn't know it was right under my feet. I didn't know that. So probably, but no one understands. Like, and the reason, and I shouldn't completely stop, but like, it's like, damn, when the Yahweh when the supercomputer when Yahweh's promise, Black Cube Yahweh supercomputer's promise, like, you'll get paid back this time in the next life. Well, the thing is, saying about that, not only was that just blown, I destroyed that because the intensity of how I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because how I do everything, let's just get it all at once. I mean, you got to test something. The thing is, like, just common sense tells you, like, well, nothing was going to let me not go even break even. Just leech after leech, parasite after parasite. We'll put it, guys. That's what time verified. Don't put on the shoe. Shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Don't put it on. But like everything under the sun. It's like that's all I can notice. Like, regardless of like how American Indian I am, I know when I heard that 1 in 3 American Indians were raped in their lifetime, which I bet it's even higher. And I don't know by who. I don't know. I ain't saying it's not some Native men are involved in it. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. 1 in 3. Like, that was it. There was a shift that changed forever. And I guess my sister, their brother don't understand. Like, it ain't just indigenous. It isn't just natural. It isn't just organic. It's like, yeah. I don't know. That was different than me. It's like, it changed me more than anything I've ever, there was a shift. I shut down that weekend. Yeah, I shut down. I'm talking about I shut down that week. It's like, I think I heard on a Thursday night or heard on a Friday, and thank God I was off the weekend because I could hardly function. I don't know my association, y'all, and it doesn't matter. But it's like, yeah, my great grandmother's supposed to be full indigenous. I don't know how proper she was. I don't know how against the Industrial Revolution she was. Thing is, you don't have to be. You're saying when you heard that, that's your awakening. I don't know what y'all want. Like, when you first heard that in high school, if your response wasn't that ended as it began, I don't know, or gross, that ended as it began. No matter what timeline, because I was just to myself. I didn't know to go tell everybody, my family. I didn't know. Hey, go tell everybody. Hey, don't worry about that. That's not only is it gross, it's so unsustainable. It ended when it began, and that was the whole thing. The unsustainability of it alone just baffled me. I'm in 9th grade. I'm at idiot Baptist school in 9th grade. It's so small, you just assume you're an idiot, and I just knew immediately, like, that's that ended as it began. Just the sustainability factor of it alone, no matter which timeline. No matter which timeline you're here to, of like how things happen, Big Bang, biblical, reality, last human reset, 1728, no matter. But no more, because I see things that people, like, I guess that's why no one's going to So I don't have the fault. No worth the following. I'm still looking for my soul. That's the only that the flat Earth nonsense that the adults wouldn't stop lying to children about. I mean, the spinning globe nonsense that the children wouldn't stop. See how it does. I got a lot of sun today. Wouldn't stop lying about that. And then when I heard I didn't know about Twin Soul, but then when I heard about Twin Soul, that was it. That's all I've been looking for ever since. It's really the only thing that makes sense here. Everything consuming everything. That whatever has larger biomass consumes whatever has less biomass. Decay of carbon cycles. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, I'm not going to never be that kind of Indian. Do you think the Golden Age Indian wore jingle dresses? Do you think the Golden Age Indian went to powwows? I'll just talk about traditional, and it's like, how does this apply to the Golden Age? Do the Sasquatch wear war paint, wear feathers? That thing is, even if I was Indian, why would I do anything to draw more attention to myself? Well, it's chief, whatever. Some things you understand. Y'all are supposed to be all about the, nature, but you don't filter this through Sasquatch behavior. What does a benevolent Sasquatch do? Huh? Of course, they have hair. They don't wear animal skins. They don't wear clothes. They don't put on paint. They do any kind of adornment that can hide their intent. They have no part to look. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be verified by their actual behavior, which that's the way it should be with any human. But yeah, I'm at a loss. And I don't know, maybe some of them do post it, but they don't pop up. When you blatantly remind someone, hey, could you mention that, we're on their land, we're on their land. They're murdered and missing at 10 times the national average, and nothing is talking about, absolutely nothing. Yet y'all continue to talk about everything else under the sun, everything else. I'll put on this Rachel Zegler bandwagon. The deal with Rachel Zegler is, they don't matter how narcissist she is and all that, how outlandish all this stuff is. And we get that. That's still, apparently so. But they're attacking her, attacking her and calling political, which means that political is to do with power. Those having or seeking the power. She said nothing about gaining, seeking, or having the power. She said free Palestine and refused to take that down. That's what the platform's for. That's what you do. That's what the problem is. That's the problem is that people get in positions to make a statement about reality and they don't. That's why this fiction illusion continues. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, except for maybe mention your own people first. And especially if you're incarnated over here in the Americas, Turtle Island, Argentina, Alaska, of course, that's what the black mirrors do, our TVs and our phones. They always point the finger over there. All the TVs and phones, all the black mirrors are saying, oh, no, we're not look what they're doing over there. We would never do that here. So, you get what I'm saying? No Holocaust compares to the American Indian Holocaust. None. You can't say that word. You'll get a Wikipedia what? Dude, Holocaust. Yeah, it can't even be known. But this absurdity about no one can mention, now this only applies to people that incarnated here and that are here. If you're a living soul divine being on Turtle Island, Argentina, Alaska, and you're not going to mention them, I don't know. I don't know. Dude, you're in trouble. If you think the divine feminine and ain't going to ream you in spiritual court, and there's such a thing. I don't know why there wouldn't be. I don't waste my time with it. But you think the divine feminine, the heart, is going to ignore that? When warned endlessly, hey, we're on their land. They're in prisoner of war camps. But all y'all want to talk about is what's in the media. Because that will get you clout, likes, and you can sit on your ass and not pick up something heavy. As long as y'all don't have to do any kind of blue-collar work, y'all don't care. Right? And it's disgusting the level of women I can't get to mention. Hey, native women, innocent, not Aztec and Mayans women on pyramids, ripping hearts out of children. Innocent women and children trying to protect nature, trying to just live in harmony with nature, are murdered and go missing 10 times the national average with almost no mentioning because y'all don't know about it. And someone like me, because I'm a nobody with no followers, you think you don't have to listen. Do you hear that, Divine Feminine? They think they don't have to listen. My last warning to them, And I'm not leaving no more comments. I'm not watching more of your damn videos. Talk about something relevant. We can't live off this social drama. Living souls can only be with their soul. Divine beings can only be with their soul. We can't date. We don't know that. So all this issues about, that we can't deal with it. That's irrelevant. There's all these non-us relations. If it's not your soul, it should end disaster. Now, we can't help I don't care. It's not our business what you are. But your behavior verifies who you are. If you can't break out, if you're part of the system, it is revealed by your behavior. You can't respond to anything else. You have no consideration of outside of this behavior and situation within the ice walls. You can't talk about nothing relevant ever. And so when I break it down to the simplest core about that, just, hey, we're on some people's land. Okay, we can't help. Okay, let's to hell with what our parents and grandparents did. How they got here and whatever that and all that, and whether they did right or wrong. We're not them. We're here now, and a group of people, innocent people on their own land, are 10 times national average again, murdered and missing, women and children, and their males. It happens to males too. Their males get imprisoned a lot unjustly, right? And you're reminded innocently, and your women in the U.S. or Canada or South America, which is all Turtle Island. You're going to mention Turtle. You don't think because this is so whatever, because it's so outlandish to you because you know nothing about it, you think you don't have to listen. Okay? No, you don't have to obey because we don't come from a hierarchy. But you think you're doing something for women and or men when you won't lift a finger to mention them. It don't matter what your usual topic is on a channel. Channels aren't for like one topic. Huh? Why would anyone have a channel and only talk about one thing? There we go again. There you go. I don't know what else to do. I never wanted the following to do that anyway. So the thing is, I never wanted the following. But when you can't read a simple comment, when the idiot puts up another video about socialism, when I just made it clear in a video yesterday, the question is, would you rather be colonized by Aztecs or Christians? Well, they both needed a lot of damn blood. Yeah, we're not talking about Gnostic Jesus. We're talking about what the Bible. The entity, Yahweh, needed a lot of damn blood. Of course, a lot of it was animal. But he got a lot of it on the battlefield too, now didn't he? A lot of that energy, if nothing else. A lot of energy to vent from. So you get when you want to stay on your high horse, like you don't have to address reality. Again, would you rather be colonized by Aztecs or Christians? They're both the same coin. He accurately calls what the Aztecs sacrificed to a demon. Yeah. That's original thought. Obvi. But doesn't make the same application to Christians. Christians came over here to the Americas, Turtle Island, stole American Indian children, took them so far away, over 100, 200 miles away, so their parents could no way reach them with no modern, with no translation that we have today. And they did things, inconceivable, as tying them to their bed and pulling their bones out while conscious without anesthesia. Or in some cases, rape them at 6 or 7. Because it's by 7, the child has another child, and you conveniently wrap it in a blanket and throw it in a furnace. So, what's the difference? Idiot bot that thinks it doesn't have to respond? How is that any different than what the Aztecs are doing? Yeah, but keep on with your damn irreverent self and see what the divine feminine does to you.